Hey team, it's the presenter here. I'm back with some more epic spreadsheet learning, okay? Now I know the first video was real exciting, this one is even more so. Alright, so I'm about to open up my second brief. I'm about to have a look. Why don't you follow along? Maybe learn a couple of new skills or practice ones that you might already have. And I promise we will make some excellent graphs. Let's get into it. Alrighty. So, having a look at my second brief, I can see that what I need to do is I need to change the 2018 snack forecast from a 15% reduction to a 25% reduction. Alright, so first what I want to do is I want to change the title of that column. So double click, change that to 25%. Alrighty. Now as we know, our forecast was created by using a formula. So we don't need to redo everything. We just need to change this formula. So what I'm going to do is I double click on the first cell in that column and we can see that it's multiplying 0.4, the yearly snack consumption total, by 0.85. That's a 15% reduction because 100 or 1 minus 15% is 0.85. So if we times it by 0.85, that's a 15% reduction. But we want that to be a 25% reduction. So that means we need to change this number to 0.75. So we've taken 25% away now. Then we hit enter and we can see that it's changed this number. And if you were eagle-eyed, you will have seen that this number under difference, which is a cell that uses the forecast as part of its formula, also changed. So we just want to kind of click that little square, bring it down, and if you keep your eye on the differences, you're going to notice them change real quick, okay? 3, 2, 1, bang. So not only have we altered this column so everything has a 25% reduction, it also altered every cell in the difference column because the number within the cell that this column is using for its formula has changed, so it automatically updates, which essentially means less work for us. Now again, we could do this the other way if we wanted to. We could times the snack total by 25%, find out what 25% of this is. So let's do that over here. We'll go equals, click on that, times 0.25 equals, and then what we can do is we can go equals the total minus the 25% equals. And that gives us the same number in both instances. So that's pretty handy. I hope you can see that. There we go. Alright. Now, having a look further down my brief, it looks like I need to make a column graph showing the difference in snack consumption for all types of snacks between 2017 and 2018. The graph needs to have a clear title, a key, and both axes labeled. Easy. So what we're looking for is the total of the snacks for 2017 versus the total for the snacks in 2018. Okay, so what I've done in order to get this started is I've highlighted the names of the snacks, I've highlighted 2017's data and 2018's forecast. What I want to do is I want to go insert and I want to find a nice bar graph. Okay, so I'm going to hit the little click arrow down and I'm going to pick a bar graph. So here we can see I have my chart, my graph. I can see the amount eaten on the left hand axis. On the bottom axis I can see the types of food, and then I can see the graphs, but there's not really a lot going on that I can see, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the different types of graphs that I can find. Okay, so when I click on my chart, it allows me to open up this chart design, and it opens up all these different types of charts that I can have. And if I scroll down, I'm going to find the type of chart that I want. So as I click different charts, it makes my chart look different. That's quite cool, eh? Okay, so my brief said that my chart had to have both axes titled as well as a good heading and a key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit quick layout, okay? And this brings up this little tool here. And this shows me just some different options that I can have for my chart. So this one shows chart title, legend, data labels, and horizontal axes labeled. It's not quite what I want. This one's not quite what I want either. So what I'm doing is I'm just having a look until I find what I want. Now, layout number 9, it has everything. It's got the title, it's got the legend or the key, and it's got both of the axes which I can title. This is what we're looking for, guys. Let's start labeling my stuff. I'll start with the chart title. Okay, so we're going to put in the title for our graph, which will be snack consumption 2017 versus 2018. That's nice and easy. Okay, this axis title on the left, that's going to be amount eaten. The bottom axis is going to be snack type. Lastly, we've got Series 1 and Series 2. It's pretty easy for us to tell which is which because we know Series 1 is 2017 because that had the highest snack consumption and it decreased in 2018. But if someone was looking at this graph and they didn't know that bit of information, they'd be stumped. So what we want to do is we want to click on our key, hit right click on our mouse and go select data. This brings this up, okay? And this allows us to click Series 1 and we can actually edit it and change the series name to 2017. If we click OK, that allows us to come back to the screen, edit the second bit of data, call it 2018. Then we hit OK. Then we go OK, and we see the titles of our data now correspond with years. So we've got 2017 and 2018. So that's nice and easy, being able to change the names of our data sets. And then obviously from here we can play with some aesthetic aspects of our graph. Now when we're playing with our graph, this option, this segment on the right hand side of the screen will pop up, and this is where you can play with colours. Alright, so I'm going to give that a nice green background. Maybe put in some borders, solid line. Perfect. So you can play around with this. We've got effects, so you can make it glow, give it a soft edge. You can play with the size as well. But what we're going to do is, I don't like having charts sitting here on the same sheet as my data. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hit Move Chart, alright? And so that says I can put in a new sheet called Chart 1. And if I click OK, it moves the graph into its own special little sheet. And you'll see along the bottom left here, you'll see it's now added to the list of sheets and charts that we can click from. Alrighty. The second chart I've been asked to make is a pie chart, showing the comparison of the total consumption of each snack eaten through 2017. So what we want is a comparison of the totals of snacks eaten. That's nice and easy. What we're going to do is we highlight the snack types and the yearly snack consumption totals. We go Insert, down to Pie Chart. Just a basic chart, guys. Nice and easy. So what we've got is a nice looking pie chart here. It's got a chart title. We've got all the different colours of the pie chart, and we've got a key denoting what colour corresponds with what type of snack. My first order of business is to change the chart title. So I'm going to go and call that 2017 yearly. If I spelt yearly right, that would be a good start. Yearly snack comparison. Cool. And I've also been asked to put little percentages on each of the types of snack. How am I going to do that? It's going to again be in quick layout. And we just find the one that does what we want. So this has percentage data labels, a legend and a chart title. And when we do that, we can see that my pie chart now has the title, a nice legend, and it's got percentages on the bits of pie. Perfect. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Move Chart, click on Move Chart. I'm going to put it as its own sheet in Chart 2, click OK, and there we have it. It's in its own separate chart sheet. And so now, if I scroll through the different sheets at the bottom in charts, I can quickly go between the charts, the original data sheet, and the 2019 forecast. And that's it, guys. that's all there is to making charts, adding sheets, and doing all of that fun stuff in Microsoft Excel. So I hope this video has been excellent. Alright guys, good luck with your practice and assessments. I'll catch you later. Presenter out. Now, I said presenter out, and this is a lesson in reading everything before you think you're finished. I actually have to print these out. So I need to just print the graphs. So I'm going to go print, and I'm going to wait while my graph comes up. Excellent. Select the right printer, check my properties. Maybe come in a bit closer. Make sure it's printing in color. Okay. And we hit print. Alright guys, make sure you read all of the brief, okay? Don't make the same mistake I did. Alright, catch up.